My friend, I want to speak directly to the women who have given so much in life, to your family, your children, your work, your home, and somewhere along the way, your own needs, your own feelings, your own heart became quiet. If you have ever felt that companionship or warm connection has slowly slipped out of your life, I want you to know something important. You have not missed your chance. Your heart is still alive. Your emotions still matter, and your story is still being written. In this video, we are going to talk about where senior women, especially those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, are naturally finding meaningful companionship again, without forcing anything, without trying to look younger, without changing who they are. These are real, gentle environments where your maturity, kindness, and life experience are appreciated, respected, and valued. We are going to talk about places where conversations happen easily, where warmth grows slowly, and where companionship feels peaceful, not stressful. Before we begin, tell me something small but meaningful. Which state are you watching from today? It helps us feel like one supportive community of women here. 1. Community volunteering. One of the most meaningful and natural places where senior women are building companionship again is through community volunteering. Many women begin volunteering simply because they want to stay active, give back, or feel connected to something beyond home. But what they often discover is that volunteering places them in warm, sincere environments where kindness and compassion are the foundation of every interaction. In these spaces, there is no pressure to impress anyone. You're not expected to pretend, perform, or fit into anything unfamiliar. You simply show up as yourself, and that is enough. When you volunteer, people see your heart before anything else. They notice your patience, the comfort in your presence, the way you listen, your steady and gentle approach to helping others. These are qualities that many mature and respectful men deeply appreciate. At this stage in life, companionship is not about grand gestures or physical attraction. It is about emotional peace, mutual respect, and a shared sense of purpose. And volunteering is one of the rare places where those values naturally rise to the surface. You may start with something very simple. Some women enjoy helping at a food pantry, sorting items, or greeting visitors. Others assist at a senior center, a library event, a thrift shop fundraiser, or a community garden. Some volunteer with animal shelters, local charities, or church-organized service programs. The activity itself is not the focus. It is the environment, gentle, supportive, and full of people who care. Conversations begin without any effort. A casual hello turns into a small conversation about why you chose that volunteer spot. Familiar faces begin to greet you each time you arrive. Over time, you find that someone waits to sit beside you, smiles when you walk in, or checks in to see how you are doing. This is how companionship grows, quietly, patiently, and without force. 2. Lifelong learning and adult education classes. Another place where many senior women are finding gentle, meaningful companionship is in lifelong learning and adult education classes. These spaces are designed for curiosity, learning, and enjoyment, not competition or pressure. When you step into a class where people are learning something new together, the atmosphere itself becomes warm and welcoming. Everyone is beginning from the same place of curiosity. Nobody is an expert, nobody is trying to outshine anyone, and nobody is focused on age. The focus is simply on enjoying the moment and discovering something new. What makes these classes so special is that they bring out a youthful spirit in the heart without asking you to be young. Curiosity has no age limit. When you learn a new skill, whether it's painting, gentle dance, cooking, photography, music, or even a basic computer class, you open a door inside yourself. You begin to feel engaged again, connected again, present again. And in that space of shared learning, conversations happen naturally. You might lean over to ask how someone mixed a color in a painting class, or someone might ask you to help with a step in a dance class. These small exchanges create warmth, comfort, and familiarity. Men who attend these classes are often similar to the women who attend. They are not looking for superficial relationships. They are not chasing excitement or drama. They are looking for connection, understanding, easy conversation, and emotional steadiness. These environments reveal who a person is, not by words, but by how they participate, how they listen, and how they share. There is no need to impress anyone. You don't have to talk about your past unless you want to. You don't have to prove anything. You simply show up and allow connection to unfold naturally. A shared laugh during a cooking mistake, a gentle conversation while cleaning brushes, a warm goodbye at the end of class. These are the quiet seeds of companionship. 3. Hobby clubs and social interest groups. Another gentle and natural place where senior women are finding companionship again is in hobby clubs and social interest groups. These are not dating environments, and that is what makes them so comfortable. When you join a group centered around something you genuinely enjoy, you are not trying to meet anyone. You are simply doing something that brings you peace, joy, or curiosity. And in those moments, when you are relaxed and being your true self, companionship forms more easily than it ever does when you are trying to look for it. When two people share the same interest, conversation becomes effortless. You immediately have something to talk about, something to look forward to, something that makes you feel connected. Whether the group is a gardening circle, a walk-in club, a gentle yoga group, a choir, a book club, a knitting circle, or a weekly bridge or board game group, the atmosphere allows friendships to grow slowly and naturally. No pressure, no awkwardness, just familiar faces, warm greetings, and shared experiences. Many women tell me they were nervous before attending their first gathering, but all it took was one friendly smile, one welcoming conversation, or one shared laugh, and suddenly the group felt comfortable. Over time, certain people start to stand out. Those who listen with kindness, who remember your name, who ask how your day has been. Those small gestures matter. They build trust, and trust is the foundation of companionship. Men who attend these groups are usually looking for the same things women are: peace, understanding, laughter, gentle company, and someone who appreciates life's quieter joys. They are not interested in games or drama. The connection that builds in hobby spaces is grounded in sincerity and mutual respect. What's beautiful about these groups is that you are not starting from zero. You are starting from common ground, and common ground makes everything easier. When you share an interest, you share lightness, and from lightness, warmth grows, and from warmth, companionship often begins. 4. Faith and spiritual communities. Another meaningful place where senior women are quietly finding companionship is within faith and spiritual communities. These environments naturally bring people together through shared values, shared beliefs, and shared reflection. Whether you attend a church, a synagogue, a mosque, a temple, or a meditation or spiritual discussion group, these spaces create a feeling of belonging that is gentle and comforting. Here, you are surrounded by people who understand life beyond the surface, people who have loved, lost, grown, struggled, healed, and continued forward with grace. In spiritual communities, companionship does not begin with attraction or appearance. It begins with understanding. When two people pray together, sing together, read together, reflect together, or simply sit quietly in the same room, they connect in a deeper way. You see each other's hearts, not just faces. You see character, patience, faith, kindness, and resilience. These are the qualities that make companionship feel safe, steady, and emotionally warm. There is no need to speak loudly or be the center of attention. Even small interactions hold meaning. A simple greeting after service, a shared smile during group study, or a short conversation while setting up chairs can slowly grow into familiarity. Over time, familiar faces become comforting faces. Comfort turns into connection. Connection becomes companionship. Men who are active in spiritual communities are often thoughtful, grounded, emotionally steady, and respectful. They are not searching for excitement or temporary attention. They are seeking peace, understanding, and someone who values life with depth. And these are qualities that many women your age naturally carry. If you feel shy to walk in alone, start small. Attend one service. Join one small group. Volunteer for one event. Sit quietly and simply observe. You do not need to talk right away. You only need to be present. Your presence is enough. 5. Senior-focused online dating. Now, let's talk about something many senior women feel unsure about at first: online dating. It's completely natural to feel hesitant. Many women grew up in a time where companionship happened through family gatherings, workplace friendships, church communities, or neighborhood connections, not through a screen. So the thought of creating an online profile can feel unfamiliar, uncomfortable, or even a little overwhelming. But I want to tell you this with honesty and encouragement. Online dating has become one of the gentlest and most effective ways for women over 60 to find genuine companionship today. There are now dating platforms made specifically for seniors, places where everyone is your age, where people understand life, loss, growth, and emotional maturity. These platforms are not about impressing or pretending. They are simply spaces where people who feel ready for connection can quietly meet others who feel the same. You do not need a perfect profile. You do not need glamorous photos. You do not need poetic descriptions. A simple, recent picture of you smiling is enough. A short introduction that reflects your warmth, what brings you peace, what you enjoy, what makes you feel alive, is enough. What matters most is sincerity. Many women are surprised to learn that your age is not a disadvantage online. In fact, your life experience, emotional depth, patience, kindness, and ability to communicate gently are qualities that many mature men are actively seeking. At this stage in life, men are not looking for drama or emotional confusion. They want calm companionship, meaningful conversation, shared values, and someone who listens with a caring heart. These are qualities you already have. When you begin, take it slowly. You do not need to talk to many people. You only need to talk to the right person, someone who makes you feel comfortable, respected, and understood. One warm conversation is more valuable than 20 empty ones. If you feel nervous, remember this: you are not starting over. You are simply opening a new door. And companionship can walk through that door at any age, gently and quietly, when your heart is ready. 6. Senior centers, wellness programs, and gentle fitness groups. Another place where many senior women are naturally forming meaningful companionship is through senior centers, wellness programs, and gentle fitness groups. These spaces are designed specifically for people in your age group, which means the environment is calm, welcoming, and comfortable. There is no pressure to move fast, look a certain way, or perform. Everyone is simply there to stay healthy, to stay active in a gentle way, and to connect with others who understand the same stage of life. When you participate in activities like walking clubs, chair yoga, Tai Chi, light stretching classes, breathing exercises, water aerobics, or group wellness workshops, something beautiful begins to happen. You start to see the same faces again and again. A routine forms, familiarity grows, and from familiarity, warmth develops. You begin to smile at someone you recognize. They ask how you've been. You share a small laugh about how tight the muscles feel today. These small exchanges create comfort, and comfort is the doorway to companionship. Women often tell me that these environments help them feel alive again, not just physically, but emotionally. Moving your body, even gently, brings back energy, joy, and confidence. Being around others who are also taking care of themselves creates a supportive and uplifting atmosphere. You are not alone. You are part of something. Men who join these wellness groups are usually kind, steady, respectful, and patient. They are not rushing. They are not pretending. They value health, peace, and quiet connection. Qualities that match well with the maturity and emotional understanding you already carry. Conversations begin slowly, naturally. How long have you been coming to this class? Does this exercise help your back? Are you joining the group lunch after this? Nothing forced, nothing heavy, just gentle human connection that grows at a comfortable pace. 7. Local community events and social gatherings. Another gentle and meaningful place where many senior women are quietly finding companionship is through local community events and neighborhood gatherings. These are simple environments, not formal or intimidating. Places like farmers markets, library events, coffee meetups, museum days, crafting fairs, outdoor concerts, cultural festivals, and park gatherings. These spaces feel relaxed, friendly, and open. People come as they are, no pressure, no expectations, just to enjoy life in the moment. When you attend these events, you show something very important. You are still participating in life, still curious, still open to new experiences. That energy is warm and inviting. It draws the right people toward you. People who appreciate presence, kindness, and shared enjoyment rather than style and appearance. Many senior women say that companionship often begins in the smallest and most ordinary moments, standing in a line waiting for coffee, admiring an art piece, watching a local band perform, or simply sitting at a table where someone smiles back. These gatherings are full of familiar faces over time. When you attend regularly, even once a week, you begin to recognize people, and they begin to recognize you. A nod becomes a smile becomes a greeting becomes a short conversation, and slowly, gently, that conversation becomes connection. There is no rush. Everything unfolds at a natural, comfortable pace. Men who attend these events are usually social, warm, relaxed, and easy to talk to. They are not trying to impress anyone. They are simply there to enjoy the moment, just like you are. And connection that grows from enjoyment feels soft, real, and emotionally safe. You don't need perfect social skills. A simple line like, "This event is lovely, isn't it?" is enough to start a warm conversation. The goal is not to search for companionship. The goal is to be present where life is happening. Companionship often finds you when your heart is quietly open and your presence is in the world. My friend, I want you to remember something gently but clearly. Your story is still unfolding. Companionship does not end with age. The heart does not stop wanting connection simply because life has changed. If anything, as we grow older, we understand love more softly, more deeply, and with more honesty. The places we talked about today are not complicated or difficult. They are simple, warm spaces where real people meet. Volunteering, learning something new, joining hobby groups, being part of faith communities, trying senior-friendly dating platforms, joining gentle wellness groups, and attending local community events. These are everyday places where small conversations begin and comfort slowly grows. You do not need to take big steps. Just one small step is enough. One class, one group, one visit, one moment of saying yes to being present in life again. If it feels a little unfamiliar at first, that's okay. Every new beginning feels like that. You don't need to rush, You don't need to impress. You just need to show up with the same warm heart you've carried all your life. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are still worthy of companionship, warmth, and gentle connection.